He went about it, he didn't go about it the right way. You have to have a game plan. But as far as in boxing, he's probably a B minus.
First of all, Floyd don't never want to see no one like a fighter do better than them. How the say Terrence Crawford should fight?
Looking up to these people so bad, and like once you get around, they don't be who they say they is or who they portray to be. You be like, damn, it's damn near like it's a letdown.
Gervonta Davis hasn't held back when talking about his issues with Floyd Mayweather, calling out some of the tactics Floyd used while mentoring him. In response, Mayweather shrugged off the controversy, saying, "I did what I always do, be a smart, calculated fighter and find a way to win." Staying true to his reputation, Mayweather, known for his defensive skills and sharp strategy, dismissed the drama. Instead, he focused on his undefeated record and business success in boxing.
It's not Mayweather's fault because Mayweather did what he always do. Be a calculated fighter, be a smart fighter, and find a way to win.
And I did that because I said that although there was a problem with his shoulder, whether it existed or not, I always said there was no. Wait. No, hold on. I said there was no problem with his legs.
One of the biggest knocks on Floyd Mayweather is that he's all about the money. Whether boxing is fair or not, his main focus has always been securing massive paydays. Fans argue that, for Mayweather, the sport isn't about legacy or respect. It's strictly a business built on financial gain.
Why has it always come to money?
Why not? I mean, everything you got on costs money. Everything you do costs money.
Is that how you measure your success?
No. Me, I'm loyal and honest. And I'm a good person. And I call a spade a spade. Money don't make me, I make money. Without money, I'd be the same person.
Mayweather's confidence is nothing new. He's always been vocal about his dominance. "I'm Floyd Mayweather. I don't watch footage of my opponents before fights. They should watch me because I'm Floyd Mayweather," he once declared. This bold attitude has fueled criticism over the years, making him one of the most polarizing figures in boxing history.
You know, every month, it doesn't matter. You know, it costs a not to me, but to anyone else, right. It costs a pretty penny, but he's worth it.
Right.
I don't care what it costs. It could cost me $100,000 a month. I'll pay it.
God bless. And if you was to go back to the ring, who would be the person holding your mitts? Like, besides
Mayweather never misses a chance to flaunt his wealth, often making it seem like money is his top priority. Time and time again, he highlights his financial success over his boxing accomplishments, reinforcing the belief that, for him, the sport is more about cash than competition.
Crazy numbers that's been thrown at me, of course, 9 figures. You know, I've had money thrown at me from so many different countries. As of right now, I'm loyal to the MGM Grand. They have treated me extremely well. I'm very, very blessed to be in this position. I made tons of money, and I made smart investments. If I get the itch to come back, it really won't be for the money, but I have to get paid. You know, that's why the nickname is, you know, Floyd Money Mayweather.
So you're not ruling it out completely? Maybe?
As of right now, I'm out completely.
People watching this will be asking, you know, the Manny Pacquiao question. Michael Cons, his business manager, said recently that they'd made some contact with Mayweather Promotions about the possibility of maybe facing you again if you decide to come out of retirement. Clarify what that situation is.
Everything that you guys are hearing.
Gervonta Davis has exposed some questionable tactics Floyd Mayweather used while supposedly mentoring him. According to Davis, Floyd would offer him advice while secretly giving tips to his opponents, making him question whether Mayweather genuinely wanted him to succeed or was just controlling the situation to his advantage.
The one told Frank that I was running at 7 o'clock in the morning, Friday. He told Frank that. He was giving Frank tips and stuff like that. But I knew for sure that wasn't going to be enough to beat me. It's cool. It's all right. I don't really think too much of it. He's not going to hurt me. You know what I mean? So it's good to beef with him than be cool with him because he can do some crazy stuff. He'll put you in bad situations.
Many boxing experts and insiders believe Floyd Mayweather was jealous of Gervonta Davis. This claim sheds light on the tension between them, with some suggesting that Mayweather's ego kept him from fully supporting Davis's rise in the sport.
You actually need to be thankful that your product got pushed out there, because had it not been, Tank might have been fighting in rinky-dink boxing clubs, bruh. We may have never got the opportunity to know who Tank Davis really was. So let's go ahead and start there. Now Tank, early on, you heard him. He only getting about 10 racks a fight. Floyd is making it to where, yeah, I'm gonna get your mama out this hood, but I'm gonna have you on your knees crawling back to me. You feel me? You're gonna have to get in where you fit in to really earn this bag the same way I did. But what I think was happening was I think that Floyd Mayweather Jr. was getting a little tad bit jealous of Tank. He saw the potential. He knew what dude was capable of. And when you got a fighter like Tank Davis, you don't put him in a position to take a L. You put him in a position to win every fight, to grow the brand. Ultimately, this is your product. Ultimately, you're getting money off of this.
Gervonta Davis hasn't held back about his frustrations with Floyd Mayweather, insisting that the public doesn't see what goes on behind the scenes. He's made it clear that his goal is to surpass Mayweather's legacy at a younger age, something he suggests doesn't sit well with his former mentor.
People don't know that what Floyd do. A lot of people don't know what Floyd. Everything that Floyd said right there, the chrome heart bed, the Maybach, the Lloyd shit, that was all in my post.
Oh, that was you posted that. You posted that. Oh wow.
Chrome bag.
Right.
Lloyd shit. Maybach.
Oh.
He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like
he was going at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd. Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age. Wait, like when Floyd was 29. You'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about?
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of the deal.
He don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn.
During a tense press conference, Floyd Mayweather fired back after Gervonta Davis made shocking claims about their past. Clearly frustrated, Mayweather responded, "Tank's been out on social media saying certain things, but he's still a kid. If I was that age, I'd probably have done the same thing." His words suggested that he saw Davis's actions as immature rather than justified.
Tank vents out on social media. He's been through a lot, throughout his life. But I take my hat off to him. I'm proud of him. Saturday night we had a game plan, and a lot of times when he says certain things on social media, I say, he's to me he's still a kid, and when I was that age, I probably would have did the same thing. I didn't have a Floyd Mayweather to stand behind me and tell me, about what's right and what's wrong. He got the job done, but my hat off to Ryan Garcia, tough competitor, tough fighter, and the best man won.
According to Gervonta Davis, Floyd Mayweather has always prioritized his own interests over his fighters. "He did what he did, I'm just focused. He's always been like that, and I'm going to do what I'm going to do," Davis stated. While he's focused on his own path, he made it clear that he won't hesitate to call out Mayweather's tactics.
Floyd outdoing him. He always been like that. You know what I mean? So I gotta focus on what I'm focused on. He already did what he had to do, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Me, if I did what I like what he did in the sport, I ain't gonna lie, I'd be the same way. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I don't follow him for stand to himself and things like that. You know what I mean? But it's also a part of me type thing, like come back and help too. You know what I mean? So it's much love to the whole Mayweather promotion. You know what I mean? Ain't no bad blood type shit. And a lot of people think when I be tweeting on Instagram, I be mad. I just be talking.
Calvin Ford, Gervonta Davis's longtime trainer, also spoke on the tension between Mayweather and Tank. He said, "That's how the true colors of a person come out," implying that Mayweather's actions in certain situations exposed his real intentions.
Another thing I want to touch on is the Floyd situation. Floyd is Floyd. That's like I say, Tank is Tank, man. But at the end of the day, the man is chasing greatness. And you should be supporting that. I always tell you that. You should be supporting that, It's a rocky road that we saying what's going on. Just pay attention, man. The story is going to reveal itself. But again, that's how you burn bridges. Somebody said they say the true colors of a person is coming out, man. 'Cause they can't stand it. Calm is I don't like using that word calm, but our Lord knows. He knows. He knows.
Gervonta Davis has made serious accusations against Floyd Mayweather, claiming that he withheld earnings from multiple fighters, including himself. If true, this would suggest that Mayweather deliberately controlled fighters financially to keep them dependent on him.
I fight, so when they came back and was like, all right, you gotta fight, he was like, you gotta fight this fighter, which is Joseph Pedraza. If you don't fight him, you're not fighting. You're sitting on a shelf. So I had to fight him. In the midst of all that happened, I got evicted. I had to sell my jewelry. So now, and remind you, I'm letting them boxers that you talking about, I'm putting them on game. Letting them know what's going on. Like, see, this was happening. Like, you feel me? I'm letting these guys know. So when it be like...
While Gervonta Davis has openly expressed his frustrations with Floyd Mayweather, he has avoided directly insulting him. I don't want to say he's a scumbag, Davis remarked, letting his words imply deeper frustrations without outright calling Mayweather out. Coming from a tough background in Baltimore, Davis rose to become one of boxing's most exciting stars under Floyd's guidance. However, over time, their mentor-protege relationship soured, with Davis accusing Mayweather of deliberately trying to hold him back.
So how's your relationship with Floyd now? Is he still a part of your camp and crew or something, or not?
Floyd outdoing him. He always been like that. You know what I mean? So I gotta focus on what I'm focusing on. He already did what he had to do, bro.
For sure.
I ain't gonna lie. Me, if I did what I like what he did in the sport, I ain't gonna lie, I'd be the same way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't fault him for stand to himself and things like that. You know what I mean? But it's also a part of me type thing, like come back and help too. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
It's much love to the whole Mayweather promotion. You know what I mean? Ain't no bad blood type shit. And a lot of people think like when I be tweeting on Instagram, I be mad. I just be talking shit.
You've been tweeting a lot more recently, bro. Why is that?
Yeah, 'cause I'm in camp.
Yeah.
I'm in camp, man. If I wasn't in camp, I wouldn't be tweeting.
So what does that mean? You're angrier now? You're trying to talk more?
Yeah, I'm angry. Yeah.
I respect it, bro. I respect it.
Gervonta, what's your what part?
Fighter? Like what you saying?
What participation for the whole card, the whole Showtime, everything?
Gervonta Davis has revealed a surprising reason behind his fallout with Floyd Mayweather, his daughter. According to Davis, personal issues involving Mayweather's daughter added even more tension to their already strained relationship, making things even more complicated between them.
It was somehow that they were saying that I was messing with his daughter off of the fact that she kept Snapchatting me.
Okay.
She kept hitting me on the Snapchat. So they sent it to Floyd, and Floyd bugged out.
Okay.
So that's what made it like.
And you think that was the downfall of y'all career? I mean, y'all
no, it was
relationship,
a downfall.
not career.
Yeah,
relationship.
It wasn't a downfall of my career. I mean, our relationship, because it was more things that he was doing. Like
he scheduled a fight, I think, doing like your fight or something. I don't think they did it, but
stuff like that.
Promoting,
stuff like that. Like
it's not just Gervonta Davis who has opened up about his fallout with Floyd Mayweather. Ryan Garcia has also weighed in, specifically on the tension between Davis and Mayweather's daughter. Allegedly, their connection played a significant role in the strained mentor-protege relationship. This revelation suggests that their conflict went beyond boxing and business. Personal matters may have influenced Mayweather's actions toward Davis throughout their time working together, making their fallout even more complicated.
Oh my God, y'all gotta get in here and check this out. Ryan Garcia is spilling tea. In a recent interview, he claimed that Gervonta and Floyd Mayweather's falling out is due to a result of Gervonta smashing Floyd Mayweather's daughter, Yaya. Now, if you guys are unfamiliar with Yaya Mayweather, she is currently 23 years old, and she actually shares a baby with NBA YoungBoy. Now, she typically does make headlines surrounding her behavior about NBA YoungBoy. I know she was going through some court cases involving her slicing a woman up over her baby daddy, but that is not what we are talking about here. Ryan Garcia is claiming that Gervonta and Yaya have some sort of relationship or some type of dealings in the past. I want to go ahead and just get into the clip here.
Gervonta, Floyd Mayweather's daughter, and that's not even a secret. That's not even like That's not something I'm exposing. Oh wow, that's after somebody did that to my daughter. It's hard.
I'm curious to know what you guys think about this. Let me know your thoughts in the comments.
As tensions between Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Davis spilled into the public eye, fans and media outlets speculated on the true cause of their fallout. From financial disputes to personal conflicts, the situation became a hot topic, creating a gripping narrative that kept the boxing world buzzing.
It's public knowledge that Tank and Mayweather have had issues. It's public knowledge that they're not in a contract anymore. And it's public knowledge that Tank has moved on and is trying to, for the sake of words, separate himself from the umbrella of being under Mayweather. But Mayweather was there. Mayweather was there. Why wasn't? No. It wasn't because you wasn't trying to take away from a moment. It was because you weren't sure what that moment was going to look like.
Floyd Mayweather has always presented himself as a mentor to young fighters, but Gervonta Davis's revelations have made many question his true intentions. Was he genuinely trying to help fighters grow, or was his mentorship just a way to keep control over them? Critics argue that Mayweather's guidance was more about maintaining his own relevance than building independent champions. Now, as Davis continues to rise in fame, Mayweather repeatedly takes credit for promoting him, making it seem like Davis's success is solely due to his influence. This pattern raises doubts about whether Mayweather's mentorship is truly about support, or just self-promotion.
Do you will come back to boxing?
Oh no. I'm not coming back to the sport of boxing. The sport of boxing was good to me. I was able to make a lot of smart investments on the outside, and I just want to help. Like I said, the fighters that's up and coming. Like I was talking about, like Gervonta, Tank Davis. I don't understand why he's not in the top 10 pound for pound. Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, Benavidez. The list goes on. There's so many tough fighters out there. So many great young champions out there that I'm proud of.
Gervonta Davis eventually cut ties with Mayweather Promotions, seeking independence in his boxing career. He described the relationship as toxic, believing that Floyd Mayweather's mentorship was more about control than genuine support. Under Mayweather's guidance, Davis felt restricted and wanted the freedom to make his own career decisions. His departure was a major turning point, symbolizing his growth as both a fighter and a businessman. Free from Mayweather's influence, Davis could now negotiate his own fights, manage his earnings, and build his legacy on his own terms. His decision proved he was ready to take control of his own path in the boxing world.
When Floyd left Bob Arum, it's good for them to do it and become their own boss. And then if another guy does it, it's not good for the sport. He's disloyal. And what's wrong with Tank saying he want to be his own boss? And honestly, I've been there. The relationship between them two is very toxic. It's a toxic relationship. It's up and down and up and down. And I'm not going to elaborate to everything that I know, but it's a very toxic relationship. And that's why when I tweet stuff, I don't tweet often, but when I tweet, I may fire off 50 tweets in the day. And that's why when I tweeted certain things about the relationship, Tank retweeted it because he knows. Like, I'm not just going to say what it is. It's a very toxic relationship. It's back and forth. And I think it will serve him best to go and be his own boss.
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned, and until next time, on Coming Fist Fire.